guys, happy Tuesday. Today for reading, we're going to be reading Skippyjon Jones, Lost in Spice. So stay tuned for that. First, I'm going to go over a few words with you though, because we have our cute little Skippyjon Jones here. He is actually a little Siamese cat, but he thinks he is a Spanish Chihuahua. So he speaks a lot of Spanish words in this book. So we're going to review a few so that you know what they mean when they come up in our book. So today the Spanish words that we are going to learn are the words muy muy, which means very, very. So I could ask you how you're doing today, and you could say something like bueno, which is good, or you could say muy muy bueno, so very, very good. We also have the word that they use in there, perritos. So when you have your two R's together in Spanish, it makes a R sound. So perritos, which is puppies. I know a few of you will really like that. Then we have frijoles. So that J in Spanish is actually going to sound like an H, which makes it really tricky. So frijoles is beans. Our next word is poquito, which means little. So poquitos, little. Amigo means friend. Sí means yes. Polvo is powder, so they're talking about chili powder in this book, so polvo. Exactamente is exactly what it sounds like. Exactly. ¿Por qué? And that means why. So you're asking a question. ¿Por qué? Why? Muy caliente is very hot. En el invierno, so en el invierno is in winter. Poco coco is little coconut. De la nieve is of snow. So these two go together. Chico means boy. Like I said, there's a lot of these, so we're going to keep going. Perros means dogs. Loco is crazy. Rojo is red. Calor is hot, like, oh man, outside I had to take off my jacket because I was calor. Muchachos means boys. Uno is one. Ojo is eye, or los ojos is eyes. Mis amigos is friends, my friends. Nada, nothing. Tiempo, weather. Hombres de la Marte is men from Mars. Verde is green. Palabra is word. And también is two. So, we now have gone over all of our Spanish vocabulary, so we can always refer back to that to understand our book better. But I love this book, so I can't wait to share it with you guys. After we read this book, I want you to do our 5-finger retell. So you guys remember what to do. Get your piece of paper, your pen, and you trace your hand and use a word to describe what happened in this book in each finger. And yeah, you'll be kind of telling a summary. So thanks for joining me. Let's do this. Skippyjon Jones, Lost in Space. Skippyjon Jones was nuts about Mars because it was the red planet. I love red, that's what I said, and I musty put some rusty on my big boy bed. And so off he went to the kitchen where Mama and the girls were starting supper. We're making tuna poodle casserole, crooned his sister Jilly Boo Jones. Tuna noodle casserole, corrected Mama. A poodle is a dog, and we don't eat dogs. Skippyjon thinks he's a dog, said Jezebel. Yes, agreed Jujubee. He thinks he's a chihuahua because his ears are too big for his head, added Jezebel. That's enough, scolded Mama. Pinkie Pie's ears are just fine, but Pinkie Pie was oblivious to their chatter. May I please borrow your bottles of red spice, Mama? He asked politely. Yes, you may, replied Mama, pleased with her boy's manners. But you better not be thinking of doing any sprinkling. Nuh-uh, said Skippy, blinking. Or tasting, pasting, or wasting, if you know what's good for you, she added. Well, Skippyjon Jones always knew what was good for him. And that was bouncing and pouncing and rocketing in the rusty red dust. Oh, I'm Skippyjon Jones, and I'm in a big race to be the first dog to bounce into space. Then a bit of spice tickled his nose, and "Aka-chooey!" the kitty boy sneezed. "Holy hot tamales!" exclaimed Skippyjon Jones as he shot past his reflection. "What's up with that doggy in the mirror?" And using his very best Spanish accent, he said, "You're not a Siamese cat, dude. You're a wicked chihuahua." And quicker than you can say jumping jacks on Jupiter, the kitty boy found his mask and cape, a mirror, a marble, and his sock monkey. He stuffed these and a few other things into the spacesuit while he sang in a moi moi soft voice. "My name is Skippito Frisquito, and I think there are marsharitos. Some say the green creatures share all my features. I hope it's not just fabalitos." Back in the kitchen, the girls were being a big help to Mama Junebug Jones. "I love noodles," declared Jillyboo. "Noodles are silly," said Jezebel. "That's because they're nude," said Jujubee. "They're not nude," said Jillyboo, giggling. "They're naked." And she tossed one up to the ceiling where it stuck. But Skippyjon Jones wasn't stuck at all. He was suited up and ready for liftoff. The astronaut Tito took one small step into his closet for chihuahuas and one giant leap into the universe for Los Chimichangos, which he was well into his orbit when a comet covered in crazies cruised by. "Who goes there?" hollered Skippito. "Martian," came the answer. "Martian who?" "Martian to your closet and get us some frijoles, dude," said the voice. "Poquito Tito," claimed Skippito. "Is that you, amigo?" "Sí, it is all of us, Los Chimichangos," said Poquito Tito, the smallest of the small ones. "We are going to build a chili polvo pipeline from Mars to Earth, Papito." "Not the chili powder pipeline," declared Skippito. "Exactamente," howled the doggies. "Por qué?" asked Skippito. "Because, amigo," said Don Diego, the biggest of the small ones. "The chili powder on Mars is muy caliente, and it will keep us very warm in el invierno." Then off they zoomed. The Cuckoo Comet and the Kitty Boy made it to Mars with a soft landing. "Ooh," sighed Don Diego, "that felt marvelous." Then he turned to glance at Skippito. "No offense, Poco Coco, but why the de la nieve?" asked Don Diego. "It's not a snowsuit," declared Skippito. "It's a spacesuit." "Dude, you don't need a spacesuit up here," said Poquito Tito. "You need a spice suit. Mars is covered in the chili powder, Chico." This made the perros go loco in the rojo, singing, "Chili-roo, chili-ree, chili-rito. It's a wag of a tail for Skippito. There's nothing as nice as a rollin' hot spice in the light of the Martian moonitos." But a roll in the rojo should have been a no-no, because quicker than you can say monkeys making meatballs, Skippito rolled and rolled and rolled in the opposite direction from his pipeline puchitos. "Whew," said Skippito, panting. "The boys were right. The spicito is hot." The astronaut Tito was so calor under the collar that he had to take off his spacesuit. "Muchachos!" he called out. There was no answer. "Uh-oh," Skippito said to himself. "I'm lost in space." But the astronaut Tito did not panic. He grabbed his binoculars and climbed up onto a roca, and that's when he saw it. "Holy green gorillas," gulped Skippito. "It's a Martianito!" The Puchito bounced just a whisker away from the unearthly creature. Dude, your ears are too big for your head. Your ears are too big for your head. Your head is too big for your body. Your head is too big for your body. You are not a Martian. You are not a Martian. No, I'm not a Martian, dude, said Skippyjo. I'm a Chihuahua, just like you. To prove his point, Skippyjo ran back to his spacesuit and pulled out the little rojo mirror he had packed. Look, said Skippyjo, holding it up so both their faces showed. We are twins! The Martian was so mesmerized that he could not take his uno ojo off himself. Skippyjo was so excited that he could not stop hopping and flapping his arms. Then all of a sudden, he remembered he was lost. Hey, come on, uno ojo, called the kitty boy. We've got to find mis amigos. But uno ojo said nada. He simply sat and stared at his image in the mirror. Okie dokito, said Skippyjo. I'll go, but you have to keep your eye on my stuff, especially my sock monkey. Then he took off faster than a tiddlywink in a tornado. He didn't have to go far. In less time than it takes to tickle a termite, Skippyjo found his cocoritos cooped up inside a crater. Dude, shouted Skippyjo. Dude, whispered Don Diego. You are just in tiempo. In time for what? Skippyjo asked. Hombres de Marte, de poquito tito with a shiverito. Not the men from Mars, declared Skippyjo. The mere mention of Martians made the muchachos go mad. Knock, knock. Who goes there? Verde Martians everywhere, slurping sloppy ice green cones, speeding in the spicy zones. Mossy Martians on the move. What do you think they have to prove? We did not come here for a fight. We want to build. We will not bite. Then Skippyjo felt the fur stand up on the back of his neck. Because the critter's crater was about to have 5 crazy creatures for company. Holy hoopleheads, hollered Skippyjo. Here they come. Before Skippyjo could think what to do, the Verde visitors piled out of their space buggy, bearing all of Skippyjo's stuff. 2 were green and mossy, while the 3rd was green, and the 4th was green and funky, and the 5th was green and... Monkey! Yelled Skippyjo. That's my sock monkey! Ditto! Declared Skippyjo's one-eyed Martian twin, emerging from the green group before him. Without saying another palabra, Skippyjo picked up his monkey's paw and pulled. First, Skippyjo yanked it this way. Then uno ojo yanked it that way. It's a tuggo monquito, cheered the chimichangos. On the count of 3, the papitos planned to pull tambien, but as the doggy shouted, uno, the Martians hollered, ojo, and uh-oh. Uno ojo let a go-go, sending the kitty boy flying. Skippyjo and his sock monkey hurtled head first back to earth and through the closet door. Kaboom! He hollered, breaking the sound barrier and maybe his head. Skippyjon Jones, exclaimed Mama, rushing into his room. What on earth are you doing? The kitty boy stood up and shook off a cloud of red spice. I didn't do anything, Mama. On Earth, Mama, replied Skippyjon. I did everything on Mars. Oh, that's terrific, Major Tom, said Mama. Then she straightened the kitty boy's ears. You must be starving. Later that night, the kitty boy looked up at the starry sky. Mars, he muttered, beginning to bounce. Oh, I'm Skippyjon Jones, and I like my red jammies, 'cause they're made from the wool of green Martian lammies. Stop bouncing, Pinkie Pie, scolded Mama. I'm not pink, I'm red, said Skippy. It's over, Red Rover, said Mama. Just go to sleep. And that's exactly what he did.